Hey guys, today on Iceberg TV, I'm really excited to show you guys the battle pack from Discraft. Today's video is obviously sponsored by Disc Golf Deals USA. Definitely go get your battle pack over there. You can save 10%. I have a discount code in the description down below. So go save yourself some money, get the battle pack, and vote on which one you like the best. If you don't know what the battle pack is, basically we have two different concepts that are put against each other. The fans get to vote. Whichever one gets the most votes is going to be the disc that Discraft moves forward with a full production run. The two discs, we have Zone Ringer, Ringer top, Zone bottom. Really nice feeling disc for backhand and for forehand. Then we have the Zone Banger concept. The side profile is very similar, but this one has a very big thumb track on top, which in my opinion feels fairly natural on backhand, but then quite terrible on forehand. And this one just feels absolutely great all around. I think the Zone Ringer just first initial thoughts feel significantly better than Zone Banger. But the most important thing is flight, so let's see how they fly. We'll go Zone Banger first. Okay. Relatively straight flight. Let's go with the Zone Ringer. I think having very similar flights on the first two throws, but definitely the Zone Ringer has a significantly better feel in hand. For the sake of consistency, we will go Zone Banger first and then Zone Ringer second on every throw. We've got a basket about 200 feet out, and we'll see how these guys can handle a nice little forehand upshot. That's a really good flight, actually. Very dumpy at the end too, which is really good. You want your approach discs to come down and not necessarily have like a flaring skip. That disc really just wanted to come down and rest easily next to the basket. Now we've got the Ringer. That disc feels so good. I think that's going to go in a lot of Discraft players' bags. Just initial thoughts, feels incredible in the hand. And the very mini thumb track on top feels pretty much ideal for a forehand throw. It's a super fun idea for Discraft to allow the fans to have somewhat of a say, at least, into what goes into production. And I think encouraging this fan opinion and fan interaction, I think, is only going to cause good things for Discraft going forward. And it's also going to help them be more in tune with their audience and get a better understanding of what people actually want out of a new disc. And we'll do a quick glance of the two side profiles. The Zone Banger, it's very easy to see that big thumb track on top there. The Ringer, it's not as easy to see. That thumb track is a lot closer to the edge. And man, it feels very comfortable on forehand. All right, we're about 270 feet out, just over the mound there. We've got a basket with a blue band over there. Give these a little bit more power. I mean, it's handling all of the torque with relative ease. Although that one doesn't have a great feel in hand for forehand, it is flying very well, and it really wants to get down, which I love in an approach disc. Now we've got Ringer top. I think that disc right there is going to go in a lot of the Touring Pros bags, especially the ones that aren't super comfortable with forehand. That little mini thumb track on top just kind of really helps guide where your hand needs to be. It just feels really comfortable on the follow through. We've got the Banger top here inside the circle, and then we've got the Ringer top absolutely parked. And that was about a 275 foot shot. So these things are torque resistant and they still go far enough to get you to the basket. All right, we're gonna go Banger, Ringer. Let's try out the backhand again. The thumb track almost, I feel like, forces me to put my thumb right there. I don't like that I can have that variability based on different grips. I just kind of feel like for it to feel comfortable, I'm like locked into this position. So if you're comfortable with your thumb exactly where the thumb track is, you're going to love it. But if you like your thumb here, like in the middle or on the edge, I don't think you're going to like the feel of this disc. But if you like it about right there, you're going to think it feels incredible. Throwing into a pretty stiff headwind, you can see wanting to pick up and glide slightly, but still having that integrity to fade at the end. And then the Ringer. Man, this Zone Ringer feels awesome. Threw it in, go. That thing is so good. It really does feel like a great disc. All right, we'll go for a little skill shot here. Quadruple Mando. Going above the hill, under the trees, to the basket. Completely missed the gap, but it went through the V in the tree. That was actually pretty incredible. That disc feels so much better in the hand for me. So comfortable and so easy to throw. That ringer feels so good. I really like that disc. All right, I've got another skill shot here. We'll try some standstill throws. We want to go through the gap, and the basket's just behind that little artificial rock there. This one feels like it would not come out of my hand very clean, but it feels bad, but flies okay. It's still very stable, but the Zone Ringer version is just a better feeling version of that one. It's got the perfect thumb track for what I would assume is most people's forehand grips. Just such a great point and shoot overstable disc, so easy to throw. Now I will say it's very difficult for me specifically to get excited about an upshot disc. The reason being, I just have a really good relationship with the Slammer and with the Berg. So both of those discs, I can go straight forehand, I can go any forehand, I can go hyzer forehand. So I really don't need anything other than those two discs, but that ringer top is definitely making a case to be in my bag as just that do-it-all, overstable backhand and forehand upshot disc. I basically only upshot to the basket with forehands and just change the angle on each shot. Can pretty much get away with it 99% of the time. But this ringer is making me feel like it might improve my backhand upshot game a little bit. All right, so through this gap, there's a basket just about right there. We're gonna go for a riskier skill shot here. We want to get through the gap and then finish hard left. This is going to be our last skill shot of the day. Not a ton of finish back to the left. Not as much as I thought we were going to get. Let's go with the ringer. I think the ringer is going to fly a bit better on this kind of shot. Much better kind of swing at the end, which in my opinion is what you want when it comes to overstable approach discs. You want something that's going to get that swing, giving you a consistent finish so you can have confidence that if I want to go from right to left, it's going to go right to left, and I want to go left to right, it's going to go left to right. You want that little bit of swing at the end to make sure your upshots are very consistent. All right, one last set of throws, and then we'll wrap things up. We will go one last time, banger top, then ringer top. Finish up with two forehands here. I feel like most people are going to be using these for forehands just because I feel like that's what most people use zones for. Nice stable finish, slightly worse feel in the hand. Nice stable finish, significantly better feel in the hand. We'll go grab them and wrap things up. Well, all right, everyone, that's going to do it for today's video. This disc is pretty good, but the ringer top is so good. The ringer top is absolutely incredible. This is a disc that's probably going to go into my main bag for the foreseeable future. Again, I don't usually get excited for upshot discs, overstable putters. Pretty hit or miss. They basically all fly the same. But this has such a unique and comfortable feel right here. I think this is like a slightly better slammer. I'm going to need a little bit more time with it and compare it directly to my slammer to know that for sure. But my slammer is definitely in jeopardy, and I feel like this Zone Ringer GT is an incredible disc, and you're going to see a lot of your favorite touring pros bagging this disc. Any Discraft pros that throw zones, which is basically all of them, are probably going to have one of these to go right alongside it. And probably anyone who's bagging the Zone OS is probably going to switch that out with this as well. I think it's a hair more stable than a normal zone, so it's going to complement the Discraft Zone really well. Discraft Battle Pack, go get yours at Disc Golf Deals USA. Hopefully they haven't run out yet, but if they did run out, go get something else for yourself. Go get yourself something nice over there. You can save 10% with my discount code at the link in the description below. You guys are watching Iceberg TV. Thank you so much for watching my channel. You guys know I appreciate it, and take care.